Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Ben's Play. I said exciting again. I think the,
I just got my balls
the last
by these fucking
episode
ghosts.
the last episode felt really long to me. I don't know why.
Oh, I got my health back. That's convenient.
It's kind of like when the last hour at work feels like 20 years. I'm sure you've experienced that, right?
Yes. Yeah, especially since it's slow. When it's really slow.
Well, I work at the grocery store, so like, oh my god, we got an achievement god-sized.
Okay, can I just fuck these people up?
Go,
please?
go.
Thank you, Jesus. I did so much damage. These guys.
And this encounter was tougher. There were more enemies.
Yeah, I think so. There's one more enemy. Did they heal? These guys heal? That's bullshit.
I don't know why she can't just... So she has amnesia.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't know to just fly back up to, like, heaven where all the goddesses are and be like, hey, I'm back.
Even though she knows she's a hyperdimension goddess bullshit.
Those are some like
wow, that was
really...
way easier. I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Just transform.
What do you call those braids she has? The twin, like the long ass twin braids.
I guess that's what that is. Where is she? Why am I her? Hold on.
Why are you? Because she's the leader.
There we go.
That's always a good touch. I like when you can choose the party leader, right?
Right.
I mean, obviously, some games there's just like a protagonist and you can't.
That fucking little shit.
On your left. Yeah. Okay.
An event. Swag.
Whoa. That's
I've
crazy.
been saying that on accident. Not on accident. That's swag. Come back. Swag came back to my vocabulary.
You provided an interesting question, which was like words, or maybe it was an exact question. Words that have returned to lexicon that are like.
Awful.
That are awful, right?
Yeah.
And my answer was Coolio.
What?
If people started saying Coolio again, that wouldn't be...
Oh.
Yeah, like now. Zach was like, think of a phrase that if it returned, it would be like gross. And saying like swag is kind of one of those, I think.
Yeah, swag is definitely one of those.
But saying Coolio is not very Coolio.
That's what people said before we were born, probably.
Well, like, sometimes I don't even... Drink water or something.
Oh, the fuck?
Okay. Oh, dear. Okay. Sometimes I don't even care. Like, I often just be like, dude, dope. Because I don't care. I don't think about that. I don't think about, like, that's not a phrase people say. I just think it sounds funny or, like, good or whatever.
Yeah.
I just say, bro, that's fucking dope. I don't even care. She's the Windwalker. Her name's If. She's one of the goddesses in, like, the lolly form, right?
Maybe.
My brain tells me that's what's going on.
She has green eyes. But they don't... She doesn't look like...
She doesn't look like...
She doesn't look like any of them. She doesn't look like Xbox.
The green girl strikes me as...
Do you know what's up? I guess I don't... I guess it's the internet, but you know how when they announced the PS5 and everyone immediately drew if the PS5 was an anime girl?
That's cool. What about it?
I just thought about that because that's basically if they made this is the game, this is that game.
My God, Neptunia 5! I'm waiting years for another Ace Attorney, and everyone's like, Neptunia 5! Holy shit, this is crazy!
Yeah, because there's 2 more sequels after this, and then there's like another game. It's like 7R or some shit. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
but there's another game. I don't know how it works.
This is kind of like one of those games that it's one of those games where people are like, yeah, don't get a PlayStation Vita. It's a weeb console, and then you look at the catalog, and this is one of the games, and you're like, yeah,
this and Persona 4 Golden.
Like, yeah, I believe it. I believe it's a weeb console now.
There's a really shitty Call of Duty game on it.
Oh yeah, so when I was like 15, that game was a meme. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Declassified, because it was so like none of us had played it, none of us had a Vita.
Yeah. But
it was such a famous meme and how garbage it was, right?
Right.
So, I mean, so it was like, oh, dude, you pick it up off the shelf, you show it to your friends, you're like, dude, look at this. It's epic. It's like $40. You're like, I mean, is it really like...
That's kind of a missed opportunity because the Vita's powerful enough to have, like, you know, like a real...
The Vita's bizarre because they unfortunately came out with it, like, right when smartphones were, like, hitting absolute... First of all, like, being absolute powerhouses and being absolute mainstream. So the Vita did not have... The Vita was just a shitty smartphone, right? It was a smartphone that couldn't call, right? That's what it missed. It actually had cellular data in it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get like an AT&T model or some shit.
But the fact that it just like wasn't a phone was a huge problem. Okay. No. So I strike the Oh,
You're huge,
that's a fun,
like all
that's a
over.
fun line.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so tall. That's definitely what they were talking about.
Right. Absolutely.
Did you really have to pick the most obnoxious name? Nep, really?
I don't know. Maybe they thought it was cute or something. It really makes. You know what the demographic for this game is, but did they?
Yeah. So I wonder if the two voice actors that voice the two Neptune forms like are friends and talk. Like, yeah, you know, you voice Neptune and I voice Purple Heart Neptune, and it's like, yeah, we're one and the same though. You feel? It's like, God, that fucking lolly bitch doesn't know anything. No, so the green heart girl strikes me as a blonde, in her small form.
That probably makes sense.
She has
this
green
is probably
hair.
just a regular girl.
I picture
her lolly form. That's
her little girl form.
Her non-super form. Her basic bitch form.
Her little girl form.
Has the same hair colors in a lighter shade. So I would assume, yeah, we added her to our party. Sweet. That probably makes this game, you know, He's guard break. Didn't we already do this? I thought we already did. Game
lol,
mechanics.
I'm so smart. Lol. She is blonde.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Is that what she doesn't look like a little girl? She looks like an adult.
I mean, she's kind of overkill in goddess mode.
That's true. So. Yeah. There's a big sword. Oh, it's this guy again. This guy.
Is this a real? Oh, you have another party member.
Yeah.
And she got attacked immediately and took 700 damage.
She has no health. Hold on.
No, she has the same amount of health. She just took 700 damage immediately.
That's a bro moment. She's gonna die in this fight. Wow, I did no health.
Wait.
That's actually
okay.
We'll do this.
What is the second bar on the boss?
I think it's like guard thing. It's like maybe it's like a
so you can guard break.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's a mechanic.
All right, we'll fucking heal.
That's a thing you can do to bosses in Hyrule Warriors. I was thinking about. So Hyrule Warriors, I really liked playing it.
E-Drive.
I kind of got poo-pooed on the last stage, but I did enjoy playing it. The problem with Hyrule Warriors though is like every stage you go in and you're like, God, I know this is gonna be at least 15 to 20 minutes, and you kind of are like, I want to commit time to that. That's a great game for me because I can do something else on my computer while playing this game because it requires like almost no brain function. like people don't like Warriors games because they're stimulating.
Yeah, they're just kind of.
I don't think people like this because they're stimulating either. Yeah, it's like maybe like
anime girls.
It's like pee-pee stimulating, but it's not like brain stimulating.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe
I don't know.
it.
I don't know if I've been less aroused playing a video game.
I cannot be more flaccid than right now. This is. Sure, it's awesome.
Cool.
SP charger. She looks like she's out of breath. She needs to.
So she's not one of the goddesses. She's just another character.
She's just another character.
So she's gonna go Super Saiyan eventually then, because there can't be two normal characters.
I think there can be.
I don't think so.
I don't think she'll turn into one of the goddesses or whatever.
That wasn't very fair of us. That monster was injured. The fact that we executed it was kind of lame, actually. It's like, her name is just If.
And it's on all caps.
It's information. She's a little eye on her chest.
Oh yeah.
She's the information.
Is that what her role in this game?
I thought Miss Manuel was in charge of this. Stupid ass fucking.
Well, that's why it was so easy, that boss fight, because we didn't actually kill it. We just kind of let it go after we.
I mean, I definitely like sprung away. It did not like collapse and die.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's such a design flaw. The PlayStation controllers, they just don't stick. The cord, the micro USB is just badly. It's like put in a bad spot. I think. It's
in the
really,
center of the controller, just disconnect again.
No, the light's just off sometimes. Okay. They kind of are like, oh, what if we, what if we made this perfect?
It's really low.
Design?
Yeah, it should have been. Maybe if the light bar wasn't there, it'd be in a better place.
Yeah, so when my friend Luke, back when I got a PS4, he taught me a couple things. He said, number one, go into the settings of the controller, change the light bar to dim, so it's not bright, because your battery drains way faster if it's bright.
6 to 8 hours.
And that's kind of poopy. And then he's like, the other thing is, he's like, he didn't the rust mode the PS4s have.
Yes.
When you turn it off,
yeah,
it goes into
it's like a
rest
sleep
mode.
mode. Xbox has the same.
He doesn't like that, so he's like, "Here's how you actually turn it off if you don't want to use rest mode." I'm like, "Oh, I think that makes sense. It's cool." So, are you convinced, Kyle? You gonna buy a poster of this and put it on your wall?
I've never been like more like underwhelmed by a game. Probably.
I thought we knew this was gonna be underwhelming, though.
Yeah, I do remember this being.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty whelmed.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
not.
like lukewarm on this.
I'm not like. This is pretty much what I was expecting, if I'm being honest. The very pointless random CGs of the girls, just kind of when they kind of fall down or they do like the funny.
Yeah.
You know, is
like a Danganronpa 2 case 1.
Well, it's like that one's funny because I feel like Danganronpa, as far as like dumb anime video games go, is kind of aware of what it is.
Sure.
But
this is aware of what it is in like a bad way.
Yeah, and like the cringy, you are too aware of what you are, and you are telling us you're aware way too often kind of thing.
Yeah.
Danganronpa is like pretty aware of what it is to the point where that one's funny because that just gets used as evidence, right? Like they just
does get used as evidence.
They just use. I'm trying to be vague about it because it matters if you're if
you want to play
Danganronpa 2. I don't want to like do. But there is like one of those dumb fan service CGs, and it just ends up being evidence. And you're like, wow, that was kind of creative of them, actually. You know, it was like dumb, but
can I leave?
In a creative way.
Cool.
Anyway,
I guess I use herbs to craft it. Can I leave? We done here? Where did I come from?
So we were talking about this in the car when I drove past your that street, all those houses on your street that all look exactly the same. They have like the quote unquote like modern design where they're all like a bunch of blocks of different colors, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. They're all like cube.
That reminded me of this tweet I saw that was like, white people really be like, dang, communism's gonna make all our houses look exactly the same, and then they just live in suburbs where every house is identical for like a mile, right? You ever seen those screenshots, like Midwest suburbs where all the houses are identical?
Yes.
Every single one. I feel like that's what the community in Over the Hedge was like.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's sort of.
I know exactly what you mean. That's not a reference I was expecting, but I know what you mean.
Well, I was thinking about it because Over the Hedge is like one of like everyone has like a classic like licensed game that they played as a kid that they like love.
Mine was there was like a Monsters Inc. dodgeball game for the GameCube. That's what mine is.
It was just dodgeball.
It was dodgeball. It
wasn't like
Monster
a
Inc.
mini game.
No, it was just dodgeball with Monsters Inc. characters.
Monsters Inc. dodgeball.
Oh, I guess I'm not done here. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
I shouldn't have left then. That's lame.
God
damn it.
So was there like a character roster then?
I think so.
There was like Mike Wazowski and Sully.
Yeah, and Sully and
like the
Randall.
evil crab guy and Randall. Spoilers for Monsters Inc. There aren't that many characters in that movie. There's
yeah,
like the
I don't
girl.
remember. There was no, I don't think you play as Boo. Pretty sure you don't play as Boo in that game.
What the fuck? Okay. That's so weird. On the DS, I had Sega Superstars Tennis. I can remember there's the girl who dresses in like the crazy space hoop skirt thing, and there's Knights. I don't know what Knights is, but I know it's the character's name. And then of course there's Sonic. And I don't think, sadly, I do not think Kiryu made the cut, but
unfortunately.
Anyway, Over the Hedge. That's like one of our classic licensed games. It had like a pretty legit campaign, and it was mostly a beat 'em up. Like you just kind of beat up enemies, kind of like Chase just
anime
messaged us.
Is a mistake.
Chase messaged anime is a mistake. I don't think that's gonna show up on the recording.
I hope so. Yeah, our friend.
It doesn't. It just records the game.
Okay.
Our friend Chase just sent Kyle a message on Steam that said anime is a mistake. Did he remember that we were recording today, or
I don't
is he
think
just,
so.
is he just goofing on you?
What the fuck is this? I think this is an enemy I have to kill. I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Ew. It's like a gross. Let's see what the name of the enemy is.
Super
Otaku.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I thought.
Oh, he's like made out of paper. He's almost dead already.
But so when you kill him, your turn just ends.
I guess so.
But anyway, I was trying to say that Over the Hedge game had like a full campaign. It was like a beat 'em up in the way like SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom is, where you like hit things a couple times and they die, sort of thing. You know, it's not like a beat 'em up, but it has like the simple combat where you go like punch, punch, kick, and stuff dies. You know what I'm talking about? But it had like goofy multiplayer like kart racing and stuff. But I remember that game just being really solid. I don't know why. I don't even know if it was.
Isn't that planned for? Aren't you planning on playing that for the show?
I'm sure Chase and Ben would love to. I don't know if anyone. Chase probably still has a copy of it, but I don't. So I have to figure that out.
Oh.
I haven't actually. Oh god.
Whiffed both.
I haven't actually had to use the. I haven't had to actually use the capture card yet because the PC function is so highly functioning right now.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway,
what's your face?
you can. That's a good time to stop actually. Next time on Ben's Play more epic.
How many times have you almost said Game Grumps?
No, never actually.
Really?
0 times.
Huh.
I've never accidentally said that. But we'll be back for some more exciting dungeon crawling or whatever
Exciting.
garbage is.
See you next episode.